There was another thing that happened last night that, as a Tampa Bay Lightning supporter, you love to see, and that is PK Subban from ESPN speaking about how Nikita Kucherov is his MVP. Now, another tip of the hat to our guy Evan Klosky from Channel 10. He's been speaking about this a lot the last couple of weeks. And I mentioned on the show yesterday with Bobby the Chief Taylor, go back and check that out. Not now, but after the program. I truly believe that Nikita Kucherov will not even be a finalist for the MVP this year. Unless he does something crazy down the stretch, where in these last, 7 games, 8 games or whatever, he has 20 points and he blows McKinnon's doors off, and it's not even close. He's the clear-cut Art Ross winner. I agree. I agree with PK Subban. I agree with Evan Klosky. Nikita Kucherov should be in the conversation for the Hart Trophy for league MVP. I think he should win it. I thought he should have won it last year, but you guys know that. I was shouting it from the high heavens. But all we heard last season was that it's Nathan MacKinnon's turn. And I don't agree with this notion, but there's just something in my gut that makes me feel that Nikita Kucherov might not even be a finalist for the Hart Trophy for league MVP. The narrative is going to be, well, Connor Hellebuyck, it's his time. We haven't had a goalie in a while be the MVP, so it's his turn. And then the other finalists will be Nathan MacKinnon and Leon Draisaitl, who has over 50 goals and over 50 assists. And then Nikita Kucherov gets snubbed. Nikita Kucherov gets snubbed. Are you serious? I hate saying that. I hate putting that out into the atmosphere, but I truly believe that that's what's going to happen. Watching the way that these NHL writers stick up their nose to Nikita Kucherov and they think he disrespects the game. And I just go back to Toronto last year. I go back to Toronto where everybody was like coming up to me and saying, what's wrong with Kucherov? Is he okay? Does he hate this? Is this how he is all the time? Like, it was so weird. It was like gossip in a high school cafeteria. And the Cooch is Cooch, man. We've talked about it on the program before. He doesn't like media. He's his own guy. He marches to the beat of his own drum. That's just who he is. And people take that and they let that influence how they vote for postseason awards. Somebody had him 5th, I think, last year in MVP voting. Really? You're telling me that's not personal? I remember sitting down at a Buccaneers game before the game, and 2 prolific writers from the Pro Football Writers Association tell me that regardless of being statistically easily one of the best wide receivers of all time, Terrell Owens didn't get in on the first ballot because of his relationship with his teammates, his relationship with his coaches, and his relationship with the media. I mean, if we're really going to go down the path of, is this guy a good guy? I mean, come on now. Really? Go back into the Hall of Fame, into the 4 major sports, and start perusing through some of these things that these guys have done off the court, off the ice, off the field. It's an argument that you want to use whenever it's convenient to you. That's not right. That's not fair. Could it maybe guide it in a different direction, maybe here or there slightly? Okay. That's your prerogative. But you can't deny that a guy like Terrell Owens should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. Just like you can't deny that Nikita Kucherov should be, at the very least, a finalist for the Hart Trophy for the league MVP. Every single year, this dude is at the top of the scoring list in the National Hockey League. And I agree with PK Subban. I agree with Evan Klosky from Channel 10 here in Tampa Bay. Nikita Kucherov should be getting a lot more attention and a lot more noise for being in contention for the MVP. But there's just something about it. There's something about the way that the media views him that has me believing that he won't even be a finalist. I was listening to Jeff Marek and Pierre Maguire talking about this, and it was on a podcast, and saying that Nikita Kucherov didn't shoot the puck into the empty net, but John Cooper kind of has to live with it because he does another 20 or 25 things that are it just makes you shake your head in astonishment because the dude is so talented. Regardless of what your personal feelings are towards Kucherov, it's undeniable. He is at the very least, a top 5 player in the NHL. I think he's top 3 this year and last year. I think he's the league MVP. I don't care what everybody else does. I don't care how many other 20 goal scorers that the Lightning have. This is the straw that stirs the drink. And when he plays well, the Lightning are damn near unbeatable. Go check the tape. Check your sheet.